Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book, and
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it. Hello and good morning in Lemonadio land. I am pumped to have Miss Emma Cha-Cha from Sk8 Cape Cod with us this morning. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, everyone.
I just can't get it together this time of year. It's like, I think Monday I'll feel better. The time and the holidays in the midweek, I don't know whether I'm coming or going. It's now cold. I don't know where I am.
I completely agree with you. I wasn't sure what day it was. I think that's all right. It's sort of a way to kind of readjust and get to the clean slate everybody talks about.
Well, thank you for putting up with the ebbs and flows of the show this week. I ended up in the home studio this morning just because of all the stuff that was going on. And where are you, Miss Emma?
Oh, I get to be in my home office too.
Perfect.
So it's wonderful. I started with my basement skating and now I'm off to my own administrative work in a bit, but
Well,
I'm so grateful.
You and I connected in an E for All capacity at first, and we've kind of had like light touches on each other's businesses and what's going on just because I'm like fascinated by what you're doing and your movement and how you're pivoting right now. So, new year, new you, some new looks at Sk8 Cape Cod. You've got a new name. Maybe talk about
Mhm.
wherever you want to jump in.
Well, thank you. I think that I'm lucky. Pivoting is something roller skaters do. It's one of the first things we have to learn how to do is be balanced and pivot. Um, so as I started, I realized I am a true entrepreneur. I am a dreamer. And I came into this wonderful E for All class, which I'm not sure if anyone has. I'm sure, Stephanie, you've talked about the incredible program that E for All is, where it encompasses anybody and everybody to explore the world of business. And so, someone like me, who's been a dreamer and an artist her whole life, said, I'm going to open a roller rink on Cape Cod because I see the need. And let me tell you what, over the past 12 weeks of an accelerator program, I have learned so much about business and the little details that it takes to operate things.
For sure. And by the way, anybody else that's thinking about starting their own business and want to be handheld, spoon fed, and brought into the program, I'm telling you, it's not easy. However, if you want to get the basic foundations of actually learning something with a group of humans that are so supportive, so kind, and so helpful, even on your worst days, then this is the program for you. And they're about to start a brand new accelerator. I believe the cutoff for signups is coming up this week.
It is. And I truly believe that this is a program that was designed for anyone and everyone. And like you said, Stephanie, it's supportive and kind and it teaches you real business. And
Yeah.
I believe that there was a lot of fear in my mind when I come into being in business. And so I'm grateful that I had this opportunity because, like, I met you and I've continued to grow. Um,
Well, you
and
just had this big, great idea. Let's get a roller rink on Cape Cod. And everyone's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's no one that said no to you, right?
no, it's a
Everyone
wonderful
wants it.
idea. Yeah, but when you meet your really good skater friend in Truro and you say, I'm going to open a rink in Hyannis, they say, well, I'll never be there. So I think that for me as an overachiever, I want to please everyone. And that understanding and the understanding of the dynamics and demographics of Cape Cod led myself and my partner, Katia, who is also an amazing skater, to pivot toward a sort of community organization that will allow 3 different places for people to go and skate.
I love that. Good
And
morning, Denise. Hey, Julie from Florida. Gabby, Lou. What's up, guys? Good morning. We're talking to Emma, aka Cha-Cha from Sk8 Cape Cod. you got to come and kind of skate around one of our farmers market slash clam jam. And I loved everybody loved watching you. They just sat there watching her in awe on the roller skates. I think we've got this obsession still, even with roller skating. I know I grew up at the roller skating rink. That was our entertainment. We
It,
had no phones. We had no this was like the one place we could all just roll around, get a little exercise, get a little community, and have a good time.
yeah, it's exactly it. And I did the same thing. I was a rink rat. I think one of the things I got to do was sign up and find my friends, and also it's a great way to move. And as we know, the things that help your brain in the world are movement. There was a new study that came out. The best thing to do for your brain and your body is to move your body. And as we know, that exercise can be really difficult, but when you can manage it with a functionality, it's like a winner. And so I prefer not to chop wood, but I like to roller skate. So I
I
think that
love
if
that.
you want to be someone to chop wood, that is actually one of the best things to
It's
do.
there for you.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Bree just said, good morning. So fun. Loved meeting you at the market. Keep shining, sister. And just, moving your body. And that's what Bree's motto and mission really is. They just opened up the center here in Mashpee. Kara, good morning. Thanks for joining us. I love when I saw the class, I was like, okay, here we go. We're doing something that people can take off in bite-sized chunks. As a dreamer, you're like, I want this roller skating rink. Well, you know what? Real estate is pretty expensive here on the Cape, and running a business is pretty expensive here on the Cape. And you're finding a lot of barriers to that dream.
It sure is. I have figured out that number one, there is actually steps in real estate and business and details. And I have not given up my dream. I will say that there's long term goals and short term goals to everything.
Right.
And so that was one of the best things that E for All allowed me to do is say, don't give up this dream, but keep moving forward in a realistic way. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's showed me to say, Emma, what are you really good at? Cha Cha, you're a teacher, you're a coach, you love to skate. Let's get those lessons. And so we developed 3 to 4 different lessons. This January 13th at 6:30 at the YMCA in West Barnstable, I'll be doing a free demonstration class. So if you're interested in looking, if you're interested in you've skated before and you want to come and roller dance, I'm going to be offering every Monday night at 6:30 a roller dance class at the YMCA.
So
And
fun.
oh, I'm thrilled. If you can stand up on skates and you want to try to pivot around, come on and join me. We are going to shake our booty.
I
It's going to
love it.
be cool.
And
And
that's the roller dance.
that's roller dance.
There it is at the
Yeah.
YMCA. And there's a price for non members. So you don't have to be a member. You can still do it, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. And if you're interested, and just check us out at sk8capecod.org if you have any questions. I will be there to ask questions. We have rental skates available as well. So
Perfect.
if it's something that you're not sure you want to try this and invest in, I have high quality roller skates for anyone to use, as well as protective gear, obviously.
Yeah. Well, you've pivoted the name also. So maybe talk about the name change. Was that kind of hard for you?
It was. I don't know how to phrase this. Personally, I have prided myself on being very tough. And as someone who wanted to start off being part of Cape Cod Roller Derby and how important roller derby was to me because it changed my life. But when I started, most of my mentors said to me, Emma, you got to lose the derby. It's scaring the heck out of people. And I realized it actually was something that did stop a lot of people from coming in. In hindsight, I do recognize that there's a certain group of us that do love to slam into our friends, and there's a certain amount of us that don't need to do that.
Sometimes you got to get aggressive, Emma. I'm not going to lie. I thought it was great.
I appreciate it. My best friends in the world and the most respectful and understanding people beat me up and level me down. And I think that there's something to be in sparring in a safe way that kind of alleviates that from the rest of the world in your life. And so that's why I do roller derby personally. But I started well before doing roller derby skating and honing my body and being able to balance and turn and jump on skates almost in a way that I do say I feel like sometimes it's like flying and it's
Oh, I'm so jealous. When I watch you, I was like, I wish I was never that skater. I was the girl that went around in circles for
yes.
hours and hours and hours, and it just entertained me ever so.
That is absolutely. And I hope you come and join us too. It sounds like something that pretty much most of us enjoy doing. Um,
Really, it was so fun. But you brought up an interesting fact when you and I were talking off air about the fact that skating started here in Massachusetts. Like it's in our blood. We are roller skaters.
yes, it started. So this is fantastic. There was a gentleman, Mr. Plimpton, in Medfield, Mass, and he got really sick. And his doctor told him once he got better, he needed to ice skate to gain his strength back and
Okay,
move
stamina. Got it.
and get his stamina together. And so he loved it. He was ice skating around, and then it got warmer and he couldn't do it anymore. And he was really mad and he wanted to continue rolling around. So there were these poorly made skate on like two wheels.
Yep.
So he invented the modern roller skate, which is sort of in a way like that blade, but a little bit wider, which allowed people to kind of move as though they were ice skating.
Very
So
cool.
it's something that started here and it exploded where everyone started. It was called rinking, and it became a huge popularity. Um,
Look at we're learning something on a Friday. Good morning,
right.
Miss Victoria. She said, Emma, Cape Cod Derby, we love you. Also, John and Jen, thank you so much for joining us on the show. We've got Emma, aka Cha Cha from Sk8 Cape Cod, and she was talking a little bit about the history of skating. And this is also a conversation that you're going to be having on a larger scale out in public, right?
It is through this amazing E for All. I've connected with historians, roller skating historians all over
Who
the
would have
world.
thought?
I can't even. Mr. Professor Alan Bacon from Washington is this amazing. He's the vice president of the Roller Skating Association International. And he was so wonderful to me that I've developed a history of roller skating program, which is an intergenerational program geared toward connecting young people with the history and culture of roller skating. Um, it's something that is going to be happening. The first program I'm doing is on February 5th at the Brooks Library at 1 p.m. It's a great thing for like grandparents to bring kids to. It's interesting if you're just interested in some sort of wild history. So I hope people can maybe stop by there, learn a little bit more. It'll be
I
fun.
adore this. If you've never met Emma in person, I definitely suggest you do so. It's like being in a room with a warm hug. You are a fabulous, you really are, and you're very kind and warm. And so there's a reason why you're working with kids and teaching them how to do that. But the inclusivity of this program, I think, is just amazing that yeah, maybe you can't skate, maybe you just like history, maybe you're a big nerd and you like to just sit and listen to stories about cool happenings, how things were made. My kids will sit and watch how it's made all day long because they like to nerd out on the actual process of it. They're not going to go do machine work, but they think it's cool. So this is that, which I love.
I am so grateful for you to bring that up because that part of it is something really valid. There's science, technology, engineering, and math. And if you haven't picked up a roller skate to understand like the physical science properties, that's a lot of what the kids develop as they're skating. I've had a lot of children understand centrifugal force instantly by their bodies just rolling around.
Yeah.
Then we can talk about that principle. And so I believe that there's something really valid in kind of taking little pieces of the world to give it to everybody.
I
So
wish I was given to me as a lens, honestly, growing up. I really do wish that people were like, you don't have to think about it like that, or you can see it like this. That was not an option when we were growing up. So I truly am inspired by this and like the whole program, Emma. It's amazing. Good morning, Emily. She said she's the best.
oh, I'm lucky. And I think through everything, we all have our journeys, right? And so, like you inspire me with the way that you decided to say, no, I'm going to create this community, which you have. And I have come along for the ride. Like,
Thanks,
I'm not.
lady.
So I'm really grateful that we get a chance to create these moments. And um, I think actually now that I've just kind of thought, I think you are going to have to skate. I think we're going to have to share
I don't know. I'll probably die, but I'll
time.
try.
Yeah, yeah, we can get all kinds of protective equipment. It will be fun.
I'm gonna need a bubble, Emma. I'm gonna need a bubble. But I really love what you're doing. It's a new year, it's a new you. People are more, for whatever reason, in January, we are more open to trying new things, changing our space. I don't know what it is about the month or the new year. It's a fresh start for a lot of people. And I think people are going to be open to something new, something different. Okay, I've tried it. I'm one of those people. I've tried it, tried it, tried it. I have not tried this. So I will give it a whirl, but honestly, it brings me back to my childhood. It brings me back to a place that I remember as being the safe space at the roller skating rink, the place I
Mhm.
went for community and fun and a little bit of fitness and to stay out of trouble.
That's right. It actually is one of the most free movement and what I like to call like a mindful moving meditation. So you have kids that are off their phones, and it's something I have a 13-year-old son, and I have never really pushed him to continue to roller skate, but he comes and he brings his friends and says, "No, mom, I love it. It's really fun." And so that's where I understand that for someone in this day and age to continue to roller skate who's a 13-year-old kid, that's probably saying something about the actual activity, that it is a great thing
Or
that
as
it,
parents,
yeah.
just saying.
And I think that there's a lot of need for it, especially with youth today. And I think parents are looking, they're desperately looking for something and the quote, right thing to do for their kid.
Yeah.
And I think that if you can give them a chance to just kind of freely move, that allows them to make those choices a little bit more.
Well, you've got to
And
learn to skate program too, right?
yes. I'm certified through the Roller Skating International, so I have an adult and children
I
learn to
had
skate.
no idea about these
And
certifications. We're learning a lot today, Emma.
oh, I so there's so many facets of roller skating, and there's like roller dance, which is culturally a contemporary dance style of skate. There's artistic skating, which is through the Roller Skating International Association. And that's sort of like Johnny Weir, who does his beautiful skating, and
Yeah.
he started roller skating in his basement and learning his jumps on skates. And so artistic roller skating is a lot of beautiful athleticism.
I gotta
Um,
tell you, if I see it on a reel, I'll just get sucked in for an hour. I'll sit there just watching people dance on roller skates. I don't know why. It draws me in. I'm into
it-
it.
it's as difficult a training as ballet, and it's a wonderful and it's gorgeous. It really is
You're getting
gorgeous.
a lot of love over here. Cheryl says, good morning. Happy New Year. Keep rolling and moving
Yeah.
together makes a world of difference. Ricky says, hey, Emma, Harwich High, class of 94.
Oh, Wow.
Victoria
Yeah.
says you are not lucky. You've worked hard. And like Steph said, you're a warm hug. That's a magnet. So lots of love over here for you this morning, Miss Emma.
Oh, wow. Thank you guys so much. Well, I hope to see everyone out. We are going to be looking as the weather gets warmer. Um, my entrepreneurial, is that right?
Yeah,
Entrepreneurial.
it's a terrible word. We should come up with something better.
My
Can't spell it, can't say it.
Yeah. Those my big dreams happen that I think that at that marketplace, there's a space for me to come and let anybody come and join if they want to try to roller skate. So I have, as the weather gets warmer, keep looking for us, keep dreaming. We are going to be offering a fitness skate program, and it will be in Centerville at the Centerville Elementary School. The we're kind of pending. It's, I believe, I don't want to say, but I think it's going to be Tuesday, but I'm not positive, but check our website. So there's going to be a lot of chances for people to come out, take some lessons. We have 8-week classes so that if you want to come in and just say, all right, I want to join with a group and I've never done this before, we got you.
I think that's so important too, because it's not something that you got to do forever. It's not something you got to make a big plan to do. It's something that you can, oh, I haven't done that in a really long time. Let me give it a whirl again and I can pick it back up and leave it where it is. And I love the fact that you're moving the classes around the Cape. People need to get to know you. And that's how you start the movement, my friend.
Oh, I'm psyched. I'm really graciously honored to be welcome to the Charles Moore Arena. Has an outdoor skating rink there, and everybody goes, they do? And I'm like, oh my gosh, they
They
do.
do.
As you pull in and you look to the right, there's this beautiful, obviously blue sky, but right under it is a roller rink that is just waiting for a bunch of people to come and perhaps an amazing DJ like, Stephanie to
I
come and
was just
some,
there doing ice skating. I'm happy to go and do something in the summer with the roller skating.
yeah,
Absolutely. It'll be a blast. And I love going over to the Charles Moore Arena. They're so supportive of great ideas. They
they-
love adult nights. They love seeing grown-ups still skate around. It's a big thing for them. They really enjoy that. So you have my heart, Miss Emma. You just tell us where to go.
I appreciate, it's like I think you understand is that things that build community and battle loneliness in places, especially on Cape Cod, are really valid.
Mhm.
And there's a great need for it. And I know personally that roller skating has been a therapy for me in a lot of ways and healing me in a lot of ways. And I believe that that's something that I can teach and help others with. So I'm kind of psyched for it too.
I love it. Where do people get a hold of you and follow you, whether you're in Centerville or you're at the YMCA or you're doing pop ups here and there? How do we stay in touch with you?
So we have a website, Skate Cape Cod, Sk8 Cape Cod, which is, um, yeah, that's like a website, right? That's
Yes.
pretty easy. Yeah. I was like, I don't know how to, I'm getting all
It's a
like, oh my
website, guys.
God,
Go.
how do I do this? This is amazing. And then I also have an Instagram, which is Skate4 Cape Cod. And you can probably just find me. I'm also we are fiscally sponsored through Cape Cod Roller Derby. So if you just want to pump into Cape Cod Roller Derby, you can find me there as well. Where else can you find me? I'm a lot on the rail trail every once in a while. I actually was thinking of trying to go to the canal and skate soon.
Oh,
That
fun.
right? I think that
That's
it's
a safe place for me, I think, flat.
oh, that's a great, I have a skating group that we skate on the canal. It's 7 miles from bridge to bridge.
And I know it sounds crazy, 7 miles, but you're on wheels. It's
Yeah.
faster than that.
Yeah, it's actually, no, it's a wonderful I have a lot of newer skaters who just started out and they're working on building their endurance. And so that is a really manageable route for someone to work on building endurance. It's great for your heart and your lungs.
That's fun. Even a private party. I think I'm gonna have to get you together with a couple of lady friends of mine, and we'll slap on some roller skates and still see if we have it.
Oh, we have it. Trust us. That's the most important. Um, Absolutely. If anyone is really curious at all, I encourage you to come and check it out. January 13th at 6:30 at the YMCA. I'm doing a free demonstration class. There will be rental skates available if you're really excited about it, or you can just come and check it out. We're starting 8-week classes in roller dance and roller fitness and learning to skate all throughout Cape Cod. So you can check us out. And I look forward to rolling with you. Oh, I forgot about the most important thing.
Gotta hear it. Hey,
Uh,
Eva, we're gonna go do this roller dance. What's the most important thing, Emma?
So there is this amazing woman called Skate Fantasy. I believe she's from Atlanta, Georgia, and she started this event called the Worldwide Rollout Day.
Okay.
And it's in July, and it's a an event day that can happen everywhere, all over the world. We participated in every one on Cape Cod. There's been every city in every country all over the world has participated over the
So
past three.
fun.
Yeah. So it's called the Worldwide Rollout Day. You're allowed to any wheels, all wheels. We encourage it's like mainly so that we can have roller skaters and skateboarders and bikers and wheelchairs and everyone together and we all roll out. And so that is the mission of the Worldwide Rollout Day. So that's coming up in July. So I
All right. Well,
can't
I'll be
even wait.
looking forward to that as to what that's gonna look like here on the Cape.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
To be determined. Lauren
Yes.
said, "Good morning. It's been so fun watching your E for All journey," she said.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Lauren.
I know. Well, I saw you at a pitch competition inside of the Atria at Cape Space. And from then on, I've just been fascinated by what you're going to do. We're all watching and we're all here to support you. So I love that you're doing these classes. It's bite-sized ways to get to know Emma, get to know skating, get to know every little piece of it. And I think you're going to build this community. You are. We're going to build this thing.
Thank you so much. I do. I'm really honored that there are so many amazing people on Cape, and I think when given the chance and if you can just create a space, then we all get a chance to come out. Um, I I am excited because I think that in the winter months, right? It's like, oh, there's all these things, and we're not sure what to do. Um, the chance to create yourself is always there, right? So if anybody does want to come out, the most important thing I like to do is be like, oh, well, you can come and have a skater name. So even if you don't want to skate, please come and tell me your skater name because I
I
believe
love it.
good start. So Stephanie, I want you to think about your skater name.
Okay.
All right. I think it's got it Lemonadio. Oh,
I don't know. I I think I've already got a skater name. It's just Viva. I'm trying to live over
oh,
here.
yeah, Viva. That's it. Oh, that's
That's it.
brilliant.
All right, Eva says she's in with me. So, lady, we're gonna do some roller skating and hope that we don't fall.
That's all right. We
But
actually have built some good trainers. So
perfect.
yes, yes.
All right, I'm willing to give it a whirl, a roll, if you will. Denise, thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. Emma, skatecapecod.com, SK8, the number.
Yes, Sk8 Cape Cod.
Thank you so much for joining us. Everybody have a great weekend. I don't know what it is that you're up to, but we have a $500 karaoke competition going on tonight at House of Hatchets. You can just roll up and be the best singer of the night and win some money. So it's
Are you
8 to
kidding?
10. No, it's 8 to 10. It's an early evening out. If you want to go over to House of Hatchets, I know Cliff has got the axe throwing. He's not during singing.
Uh, Okay. That's
Because that would be a gong show of mass proportion. I don't think that that would be safe for anybody. But he does have a new golf simulator and he's got this like arrow thing and he's got space, Emma. So I would definitely talk to him about scooting around there.
I love it. Even with I'm willing to take off the skates for a hatchet because I really do. I love that place. It's such a wonderful, wonderful thing.
Yeah,
Um,
and he's open to all kinds of entertainment and fun stuff too. So we'll be there from 8 until 10. And yes, somebody is walking with $500 tonight for having the best voice. So come and support whoever it is that gets up there and shoots their shot. You know, it's a new year.
uh,
You could be the new superstar here on the Cape. I will
I-
see you all at House of Hatchets later. Cindy, thank you for joining us. Yes, a little bit late, but you can always watch the replay. Emma, I am thrilled to take one of your classes, and you're going to be finding me over at your roller dance class. We'll see. We'll give that a whirl
all
and see if
right.
I don't fall too much.
Can't wait, Viva. It's going to be wonderful.
Have a good weekend. Everybody say bye to Cha Cha, and we'll talk to you later. Have a
Bye.
good one. Be
Take
safe.
care.